Welcome back, YouTube family. These are my 5 steps to losing weight. Step number 1, which may for some people be the hardest step, which is make up in your mind that this is what you want to do and this is what you're dedicated to sticking to. I know oftentimes we start things and we just fall in love with the thought of that end result. You know what I mean? Like we fall in love with the dream body. We fall in love with being able to bench press 400, 500 pounds. But we don't necessarily take into consideration everything leading up to it. So we need to prepare our minds for the long road and understand that there's going to be bumps. There's going to be potholes in the road that we need to overcome, and preparing ourselves mentally will help us get over those humps when we reach them. Step 2, which is probably one of the most important, but also one of the hardest, and it is controlling our eating habits. Now, if you're anything like me, that's going to be a very difficult task because we like to eat. You know, my favorite thing when I got started was cheeseburgers, wings, pizza. Like, I was every Friday, every Saturday, and maybe even Sunday, and I drank a lot of beer because that's just my thing to do. So you need to control your eating habits. You cannot outwork a bad diet. I'm gonna get closer. I'm gonna say it again.
You cannot outwork a bad diet.
It's not gonna work. Do not undo a great 5-day workout and undo it on Saturday and Sundays because you want to eat any and everything in sight. Control it, and I promise you, you're going to see the results and you'll fall in love with the process. Step 3, find yourself 3 to 4 exercises that you like to do. Now, this can be at home. If you're not comfortable going to the gym yet, that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Don't let anybody shame you. Don't be pressured by social media to feel like you have to go into a gym in order to lose weight. That is false. How do I know it's false? Because I felt that way until I started doing at-home workouts, and I started seeing better results as far as weight loss at home than I did at the gym. Because 1, you have free space. You can do it on your own time. You don't have to wait on anybody to get off of your machine, to get out of your way, or anything like that. And you can do 5 minutes, you can do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then on top of that, you can also do 1 set and then jump and fold some clothes. You can do another set, start dinner. Just find you 3 to 4 exercises that you can do. If you want to go to the gym, be my guest, do your thing. If that's what you prefer, do you. But I suggest until you are comfortable going to the gym, do your workouts at home in the comforts of your own home where you don't have to worry about anybody else. Step 4, understand that you will not always be motivated. You will not always be motivated. The motivation comes and goes. You might even have a great workout the night before. You wake up in the morning and you feel like complete trash. You don't want to work out. You're questioning, why am I even doing this? You know what I mean? Why am I doing this? The weight's not going to fall off. It's taking too long. Look at everybody else. The thief of joy is comparison. Don't compare yourself to anybody. If you're going to compare yourself to anybody, compare yourself to who you were last year. Use that as your milestone. Use that as your marker for growth. And understand that discipline will always outdo motivation. If you're disciplined and you're right there spot on with your exercises, whether you're motivated or not, when you get home or when you get to the gym, you're going to knock it out. You're going to knock it out. You're going to knock it out because you're disciplined. I'm going to say it again. Discipline will always outdo motivation. Now, step 5 actually goes right along with step 4, which is stay consistent and never give up. It's going to be hard at times to stay consistent and stay disciplined because there's times where you'll hit a plateau, you'll hit a brick wall, and things just seem like just not moving. But if you stay consistent, that progress will pick up. It'll pick up again. It'll start rolling again. You'll start seeing your results. But if you give up, it's over. It's done for. You have no hope of reaching that goal. You have no hope of losing that weight. You have no hope if you give up. But if you stay consistent, eventually the process will get rolling again, or the results will get rolling again. So I encourage everybody, when it gets hard, please stay consistent and never give up. Don't give up on this, because essentially if you give up on this, you're giving up on yourself. You're giving up on more than just yourself, depending on what you're doing it for. If you're at a point in your life where this is like life or death and you give up, you just gave up on yourself. You just gave up on your family. You gave up on your kids. You gave up on a lot more than just losing weight. Don't deal with that regret. Don't deal with that guilt. Stay consistent, stay motivated, and stay disciplined, and never give up. Peace. And before I end the video, I'm going to leave you guys with something that's motivational and inspirational, because sometimes we all need those words to keep going or to even get started. Now, there was a time where I'm a truck driver. I don't know if there's any other truck drivers that are here, but if you are, you definitely understand what I'm about to say. So there was a time I'm pulling into a truck stop and I see this giant pothole. Now, it's like literally right in my path. Like, I have to go over it. I cannot avoid it. I cannot go around it. There's no way around it. I have to hit it. And I hit it. And then what I found out was it wasn't that big of a obstacle. I hit it. My truck was fine. I kept going. But I could call up my coworkers. I could flag down a trucker who's coming in, tell him, yo, go around the other way. Don't come this way, because there's a giant obstacle right here. There's a big pothole. And if you can avoid it, because I already took the hit. And I thought about that in life in general. In life, if you have kids, if you have a spouse, whoever you're doing what you're doing, whoever you're doing it for, sometimes there's going to be obstacles in the road that you absolutely cannot avoid. You have to hit. And when you hit it, you might hit it for everybody. You can tell everybody that you love and that who you're doing it for, yo, you don't have to hit that pothole. You don't have to hit that obstacle, because I hit it for us. I could tell you a better way. When I hit it, I didn't know a better way. Now I know a better way. You go that way. You feel me? You don't go right. Don't go straight. Avoid it. And I think everybody can attest to this. When we wake up in the morning, we're doing our thing for the sake of our kids not having to do this, or the ones that we love don't have to do this. We're willing to take whatever it is in order to reach our success level, so that our kids don't have to go through what we had to go through to reach their success level. We can make their path easier. So I want you guys to think about that. Sometimes in life, there are obstacles that we cannot avoid, but if we hit them, we can prevent the next generation or the next people coming up after us from hitting the same obstacle or hitting the same pothole. So hope you guys enjoy that. Everybody have a blessed evening. Peace.